Continue our topic working of the institutions. So in the previous video we have already done about the official memorandum and Mandal commissions and what were the reaction after announced the Mandal commission report and official memorandum. Okay, so now we will discuss what do you meant by political institution means. Basically we will start our topic from this video. That was just the backstory of the lesson, means what was the story of the lesson. So this is the main chapter. Okay, so in India political institutions are arranging and carrying all the tasks of the country. In modern democracy these arrangements are known as institutions. Okay, in India political associations, political association मंत्रीज होते हैं जिसमें, ठीक है, मिनिस्टर्स होते हैं, तो they are working in different areas and different category wise. Okay, in the modern democracy these arrangement are known as institution. Working with institutions are not easy. It has a lot of rules and regulations. Okay, this can bend and hands of the leaders. Okay, and this institutions involve meeting committees routines, and this office led to delay and complaints. Okay, some of the delays and complaints complications sorry, complaints not complications. And last line is also, I'm reading again, this often leads to delay and complications, and some of the delay and complications are very useful. They provide an opportunity for the wider set of the people to be consulted in any decision. Okay, so there are main three that are parliament, legislative or legislature, okay, the prime minister and the cabinet ministers that take all important policies, okay, and decision. And second one is executive. Executive means the civil servants working together are responsible for taking step to implement the minister's decision. And the third one that is very important, that is judiciary. Judiciary, like Supreme Court, High Court, is an institution where disputes between the citizens and the government are finally settled. Okay, so firstly we will discuss the parliament and legislature. Parliament in all democracies and an assembly of elected representatives exercise supreme political authority on behalf of people. In India, such as National Assembly called Parliament, legislature the body of elected representative. Okay, जो हम by the voting system we elect a representative, these the body of these elected representative at the state level elected representative body is called legislature or legislative assembly. And the name may vary in a different country, but such an assembly exists in each and every country. Those are the follower of democracy. Next is, what are the significant of the parliament in democracy? The parliament exercise political authority on behalf of the people in a many ways. Firstly, Parliament is the finally authority for making law in any country. It can also changing existing law or abolish existing laws and made new on once in their place. Okay, Parliament exercise control over those who run the government. No decision can be taken without the support of the Parliament. Parliament also control the money matter. Parliament is the highest form of decision and debate on public issue and national policy in any country. It can seek information about any matter. So next is different houses of parliament. Parliaments play a central role in democracy. The large country divided the role of the parliament into two parts. Okay, the first one is a chambers or houses. Okay, this is called chamber or houses. One house is usually directly elected by the people and exercise the real power. The second house elected indirectly and perform some special function. They are looking the interest of the various state, region and federal unit. In India, parliament consists of two houses. One is Rajya Sabha, that is council of state, and second is Lok Sabha, that is a house of people. Okay, so the president of India is a part of parliament, although she or he is not a member of either house. Okay, so discuss parliament and its two house. In all the democracies, an assembly of elected representative exercise supreme political authority on behalf of people. In India, such a national assembly of elected representative is called parliament. So please beta, you should learn this definition. In all democracies, an assembly of elected representative exercise supreme political authority on behalf of the people. In India, such as a national assembly of elected representative is called parliament. At the state level, it is called legislative or legislature assembly. Okay, and the parliament is the final authority of the making law in any country. It can also change existing law or abolish existing laws and make new one in their place. The parliament exercise control over those who run the government. No decision can be taken without the support of parliament. Parliament also control money matter. It is highest form of decision and debate on public issue and national policies in India. And parliament is divided into two houses. Lok Sabha. What is Lok Sabha? It is directly elected by the people, exercise the real power. The maximum strength of the Lok Sabha member is 552. Two of 553 members are elected. 552 total. 530 are elected from the states. Okay, and 20 members are union territory. Two members are nominated by the president of India and Anglo-Indian community. Okay, the president membership of Lok Sabha, the present, now if we talk about it nowadays, the present membership of Lok Sabha is 545. Next is the second, that is the Rajya Sabha. That house name is Rajya Sabha. It usually elected indirectly and performs some special function. The most common work for the second house is to look after the interest of various states, regions or federal unit. It has not more than 250 members. 12 of Rajya Sabha members are nominated by the president from person who have earned distinctions in the field of literature, art, science and service. Rajya Sabha is a permanent body and one-third of members retire every 2 years. At present, 245 members in Rajya Sabha distributed among a different state of union territories. So this is also very important question. What is the difference between the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha? First, Lok Sabha members are directly elected by eligible voter and Rajya Sabha members are elected by state legislative assembly. Okay, and elected member of state legislative assembly. The second is the Lok Sabha period is 5 years and the Rajya Sabha period is a permanent body. One-third of members retire every 2 years. And Lok Sabha, there are 552 members are there, but here it has not more than 250 member in Rajya Sabha. Okay, Lok Sabha money bill can only be introduced in Lok Sabha. It grant the money for running the administration of the country. In Rajya Sabha does not exercise much power over money bills. Okay, and Lok Sabha more powerful than Rajya Sabha and Rajya Sabha is less powerful than Lok Sabha. So this was your parliament portion, and the next video we will discuss the legislative and judiciary system. Thank you so much.